Hi, Austin. Congratulations on getting here. Now that you guys know that you're facing the Brewers, how important is it in your mind to be able to score on them early before you get to their bullpen, despite the fact that they lost Williams for this wild card round?
Yeah, I think it's we have some history of this team. We put them in the playoffs before. We're pretty aware of the way they do things over there. They have a really good bullpen, and a 3-game series is weird. So, getting off to an early lead and early start and a good start would be obviously beneficial, I think.
Knowing that Lorenzo Cain opted out for this season, obviously Christian Yelich, Ryan Braun aren't typically having the year that they do. What's the best way to make sure that those guys in particular don't beat you, despite the fact that their numbers aren't the same coming into this round?
They're still a dangerous team. They still have dangerous hitters, obviously. Braun's obviously really good, and Yelich is one of the most, better hitters in all of baseball. So, and they got other guys that are doing pretty well too. So, it's not an easy lineup to go through by any means. So we still have to pitch the ball. We still have to make pitches, and we have to make the plays. So, but if we execute, we feel good about our chances.
You'll catch Clayton Kershaw tonight. You have Walker Buehler on the hill. What do you think has made him such a good big game pitcher?
He's confident in himself. He doesn't shy away from the moment. I don't think it gets too big for him. And when you can do that in these situations and you can make it like any other game, I think it's you're in the driver's seat, especially with how good his stuff is. So I'm excited to see Walker pitch. He's always done really well in these kind of games, and we love having him out there.
You guys are deciding to carry 3 catchers in this wild card round. How nice is it to have, Will Smith as the DH? You can continue to be the DH or to catch, but you also have Kabert now, a left-handed bat that can obviously hit and catch.
Yeah, I think it's Smitty's been one of the better hitters in all of baseball, especially this last month or so. So, having him in the lineup would be great. And then, I've had some experience. I think I was the third catcher a few years ago in I think 15, but I was more as a pinch runner. But it's nice to have. It gives us some flexibility with the catchers, and we're excited.
Finally, Austin, for me, a game earlier today, the Reds and the Braves goes into 13 innings. In the postseason, starting a runner on second base is no longer the rule. Do you think it's something that should have carried into the postseason? Or are you okay with it going back to as normal as possible this postseason?
Yeah, I'm okay with it going back to as normal as possible. I think it's kind of a fluky little thing. Stuff can happen weird with the runner. It was a weird rule to me. But I think it's more true baseball. Nobody on base, make you earn it. That's just the way I feel about it.
Thank you for your time, Austin. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Next question is from Dave Bassay. Go ahead.
Hello, Austin.
Hello, David.
How high is your confidence going into this postseason with the success that you had this year? Not only, doing what you do behind the plate, but offensively?
Yeah, no, I feel good. I feel better on both sides of the ball, and feel good with where our club is and where we are with the pitching staff, and obviously in the box I feel better too. It's an exciting time. Playoff baseball is always kind of what the Dodgers are. Ever since I've been here, we've been in the playoffs every year, so a lot of the good things can happen in the playoffs. So going in there, I'm feeling pretty good.
What have you taken away from your experiences in the postseason? I mean, you've been a starting catcher in the World Series, so how do you apply that? How does the team apply their experience in the past to this run that you're hoping to make?
Yeah, just, pitch to pitch. I think, don't look too far ahead, don't look too far behind. Kind of just staying in the moment. It's just the best recipe in the postseason, I think. You have to be, what's the plan of this pitch, and then the next pitch, and then the next pitch. You can't get too far ahead of yourself. You can't worry about what happened in the past. You got to keep moving on, and usually when you do that, good things happen.
Austin, can you talk about the Clayton Kershaw that we saw this year? What's the biggest difference from maybe last year? Everybody's trying to figure out what happened for him to have this renaissance?
Yeah, I mean, I just thought he was just dialed in from the get go. Really, I think he was throwing the ball on both sides of the plate really well, and I think the slider consistency was probably the biggest difference. But his fastball was a lot better too. So his stuff was really nice this year, and he was throwing on both sides of the plate. And I think he's going to continue to do that in this postseason.
Next question from Rowan Cavner. Go ahead.
Hey, Austin, you've obviously had a lot of success catching Clayton. How would you describe the rapport between you guys and maybe, just how much better it's gotten as time has gone by?
Yeah, he's obviously, I feel like he demands a lot out of himself, first of all, and then, you just kind of feed off that. He's one of the best in the game. He's one of the best to ever do it. So, it's been great catching him and, seeing all his stuff from, a couple years ago to now, and the way he's adjusted and just the way he goes about it. With all the pitchers, you kind of try to understand how they think and what makes them tick and all that. So, that's part of the catcher's job, really, is to get to know the pitchers.
Got time for one more. Go ahead, Thalia.
Hey, Austin. What have you learned this season from this new group of guys, and what makes this postseason more special?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the season started off on a rocky, foot when nobody knew what was going to happen. So we were just thankful to play baseball. There was a point this year where we didn't even think we were going to play. So, it's obviously a great group of guys in the clubhouse. It's always, that's always kind of our thing in the clubhouse. And these last few years, it's always a tight group. But, this was definitely a crazy year. And now we're here in the postseason. So we're going to make the most of it.
Thank you.
Thanks.